Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink. It is time finally for some PathOfExile 1 news. That's right, Granny Gear Games today gave us a loose timeline for patch 3.27. Now, this is not a firm release date. They're going to come back with that in a little while, and I think they're probably thinking between two specific dates we'll get to in a second. As we announced earlier this year, we're aiming for a 4-month release cycle for both games, which puts the 3.27 launch around the end of October. Reveal both the livestream and release dates in a few weeks. The ongoing Mercenaries of Trathos League will also end late in October. Keep that one in mind, that's going to be important in a sec. So those of you still working on completing challenges have plenty of time to do so. And here I am, of course, being that lazy person that still has 10 left to go in the league. We can't wait to share the details of our next expansion with you. Stay tuned, Exiles. Now, the first thing we want to discuss is what are the reasonable dates? Granny Gear Games pretty much always start their new leagues on American Fridays. So that means we're looking at either the 24th or the 31st. If they were going for the 17th, then they would not be saying that we're going to be running it at the end of October. Instead, they'd be saying that it would be something a little bit earlier. Additionally, typically the current league ends a few days before the new league begins. It comes down to your personal interpretation as to whether the 21st of October is late October or whether it's mid-October. If you believe that that's late October, then both the 24th and the 31st are realistic dates for the new league to come out. However, if you consider the 21st to be mid-October, it's really only the 28th that could be the end date for the Mercenaries of Trathos League. Now that could be a day off either way, but I do believe that they usually go for 3 days before the new league launches. I think the most likely date is Friday the 31st of October, but Friday the 24th of October is still very, very realistic as well. And if this timeline's correct, it's going to be really good for those of you that are in Melbourne, Australia, like myself, because it means that you'll get the first Tuesday of the new league off as a public holiday. One final thing, it is very likely, although not absolutely confirmed, that this will introduce something akin to PathOfExile 2's asynchronous trading system to PathOfExile 1, which will be a tremendous game changer over in PoE 1 land. PoE 1 seems to just have more trades carried out per player than PoE 2 does. It always felt like it did. And as a result, I think it's going to be very, very transformative to the way that PathOfExile 1 feels. Most importantly, it's going to mean it is even more important for those of you that are interested in sort of thriving in the trade league economy to get to maps quickly in PathOfExile 1. Much more so than it was in PathOfExile 2 this league, much more so even than it's been in PathOfExile 1 in the past. Anyways, if you've only played PathOfExile 2, PathOfExile 1 is definitely worth checking out as well. It's faster paced than PoE 2. It also has less engaging bosses, and honestly, these two things are very related to each other. PoE 1 is probably the better of the two games at the moment. PoE 2 is improving more rapidly though. I'm going to leave it there. There's not a lot of news, so this is not going to be a long video. May your Varlobs have interesting results.